this demonstration, we will configure identity resolution in Salesforce Data 360 and understand how customer profiles are unified into a single golden record. Let's begin by navigating to identity resolution and clicking Create New Rule Set. The first step is to select the primary data model object. Since our customer profiles have been mapped to individual data model object, we will select individual for profile unification. Next, we will provide a rule set ID. In this example, we will use PWIR. This suffix will automatically be appended to all unified objects created after identity resolution runs. For the rule set name, we will enter Peoplewoo skills identity resolution 01. You can also provide a suitable description explaining the purpose of the rule set. We will keep run jobs automatically enabled. This ensures that whenever the rule set is published, the identity resolution job is triggered automatically. As we scroll down, we can see the unified data model objects that will be created after identity resolution completes. In addition, Salesforce creates several link objects that maintain relationships between source records and unified records. These link objects help us trace every individual profile back to its original source record. On the right hand side, we currently see 0 source profiles unified because the rule set has not yet been configured. Next, we have two important sections: matching rules, where we define the logic used to determine whether multiple records belong to the same person; reconciliation rules, where we define which source value should be trusted when multiple records contain different values for the same attribute. Let's start by configuring the matching rules. After clicking Configure, Salesforce provides several pre-built matching rule suggestions such as fuzzy name and normalized email, fuzzy name and normalized phone, fuzzy name and normalized address, fuzzy name, normalized phone, and normalized email. Before selecting a rule, let's understand these terms. Fuzzy matching allows Salesforce to identify records that are similar but not exactly identical. Normalized matching standardize values before comparison. For our demonstration, we have a simple data set where first name, last name, and email address are consistent across systems. Therefore, we will configure a matching rule using first name, last name, and email address. All three attributes will use exact normalized matching. Once the matching rule is saved, the rule set status changes to publishing. After publishing is completed, the identity resolution job automatically starts running. After a few moments, we can see that the job status has changed to succeeded. You may occasionally notice a warning indicating that not all profiles were unified due to missing mappings or insufficient matching criteria. In our example, all mappings have been configured correctly, so we can safely ignore such warnings. On the right hand side, we see that 63 source profiles have been processed and unified. We also see a consolidation rate of 5%. The consolidation rate represents the percentage of source records that were matched into unified customer profiles. In enterprise environment containing millions of records for multiple systems, this percentage is often significantly higher. Let's review the reconciliation rules. If we look at contact point email, we can see that the default reconciliation strategy is set to last updated, meaning Salesforce will trust the most recently updated value when multiple source records contain different email addresses. However, organizations often prefer to trust specific systems over others. For example, if email address from a financial loan management system are considered the most accurate, we can configure Salesforce to prioritize values coming from that source. In our example, we will trust contact point email value coming from the loan details data stream, since financial systems generally maintain highly accurate customer information. Let's save the reconciliation rules. Once again, the rule set enters the publishing state and identity resolution job runs automatically. We will wait for the job to complete successfully. After the job finishes, we can navigate to data model objects and search for newly created unified objects. Notice that Salesforce has created several unified objects using our configured suffix PWIR along with the corresponding link objects. Next, let's open Data Explorer and explore the individual data model object. Here we can view all the original source profiles that were ingested into Data 360. Now let's open unified individual object. Instead of seeing a duplicate customer record from multiple systems, we now see consolidated customer profiles. The same concept applies to contact point email and unified contact point email, where duplicate email records have been consolidated into unified records. Finally, let's explore the results using Profile Explorer, which is specially designed for analyzing unified customer profiles. We can search for a customer using an email address. The search results show that a single unified ID has been assigned to that customer. We can clearly see multiple source records merged into unified customer profile.